Picture this. You're scrolling through social media when photos from Buckingham Palace hit your feed. Catherine looks absolutely stunning, Trump's gushing like a fanboy, and somewhere in California, you can practically hear plates shattering in Montecito. What am I talking about? The state dinner that just became the most talked about royal event of the year, and trust me, it wasn't because of the menu. So here's what went down. King Charles hosted this elegant state banquet for Donald and Melania Trump. Sounds pretty standard, right? Wrong. What was supposed to be your typical diplomatic dinner party turned into what I can only describe as the most savage, unintentional roast of Harry and Meghan ever served on royal china. And folks, the internet is absolutely losing its mind over it. Let's start with the woman who basically stole the entire show, Catherine, the Princess of Wales. When I tell you she didn't just show up, she arrived. We're talking a full-length golden silk gown that probably costs more than most people's cars, hand-embroidered lace that took months to create, and, wait for it, the lover's knot tiara. You know, the one that belonged to Princess Diana? The woman looked like she stepped out of a literal fairy tale. Add Queen Elizabeth's diamond earrings and that iconic blue sash, and suddenly every other royal appearance this year looks like a dress rehearsal. But here's where it gets interesting. Donald Trump, sitting right there next to Catherine, basically turned into her biggest cheerleader. And when I say he gushed, I mean he gushed. So radiant, so healthy, so beautiful, he said. Not once, not twice, but multiple times during his speech. The man could not stop complimenting her. It was like watching someone meet their celebrity crush. Now, imagine you're Harry and Meghan, watching this from your California mansion. Your former family is getting praised by a former president while we'll get to that. But wait, it gets better, or worse, depending on whose side you're on. King Charles gives this whole heartfelt speech about the special relationship between the UK and USA. Beautiful stuff, really. But here's the kicker, he somehow managed to completely forget that his second son literally lives in America with his American wife and their kids. Not one mention. It's like Harry and Meghan got erased from the royal family tree entirely. Charles practiced what I'm calling selective family memory, and honestly, the silence was deafening. Then Trump delivers what might be the most unintentionally savage compliment in royal history. He turns to King Charles and says, and I'm paraphrasing here, "Your Majesty, you've raised a remarkable son in Prince William." Did you catch that? A remarkable son. Singular. As in one. Somewhere in Montecito, you know Harry was probably screaming into his avocado trees while Meghan frantically typed another Instagram post about seasons of growth or whatever. The contrast couldn't be more obvious if they'd put up a neon sign. And let's talk about William for a second. The man showed up looking like he was already rehearsing for his coronation. Perfect tailoring, subtle royal touches, standing next to his absolutely radiant wife like they're the poster couple for how to royal properly.